when your partner is cheating is simply there's a change in behavior. We all have a baseline temperament. This is how angry we get in situations. This is how calm we are. This is how patient we are. The new person is coming into our life. Now, anything novel and new is going to cause a change in our behavior. So what will happen is your partner might actually seem a bit happier. They might seem a bit brighter. They might seem a bit like they've got a kick in their step. Others can't navigate the two experiences. They might become very hostile to the person, to the victim of the affair, because there's an element of guilt. We all feel some element of guilt. Now, to reduce that guilt when we're having an affair is to then make fun of or diminish the emotions of the person that you're hurting. If I have a really loving partner and I really love them and I'm cheating on them, that makes me a bad person. So the best thing to do is say my partner's horrible, my partner's mean, my partner's a narcissist, my partner's cruel, they deserve this, and then I won't feel any guilt for having the affair. So what will happen is there's a change, there's a shift in their behavior, and there's a shift in your intimacy. And
all right, how to know if your partner's cheating on you. I'm going to go to Trev first. What are your thoughts about it, sir?
You already know how I feel about homegirl. It's a few ways that you could know. She did capture some good points. I ain't going to fraud on her just because I don't really dig it like that. There is a change in behavior, certainly, right? Intimacy will drop in most cases. There are some people who were just a bit sociopathic, and it doesn't even matter. They could just play it the same way, no problem. But for the most part, particularly for women, it's very difficult for them to be intimate fully with two people at the same time, right? That you to get that level of intimacy that they when they really love somebody, it's hard for them to split that. Men, we don't normally do it like that. Usually if men are out there and they cheating, they're probably not, unless that woman is like a real problem. Like if she's really like, if he has no peace where he is, then yeah, that's what he's going to go look for. He's going to go try to find a woman who's going to give him peace or just not nagging all the time. Or maybe he's sex deprived, then he'll have to go that way. But women definitely have an issue splitting that, whereas men, we generally don't go into like a secondary relationship that way either. But if you're going to look for signs, then you just have to look at how they're communicating with you, right? You'll be able to see the distance. You'll be able to see just the way that they touch you, just their energy around you. If a woman is cheating on you, she's probably already leaning towards another man. That love that she's losing for you, she's giving to somebody else. She's going to talk to you differently. You'll start to see that the respect level is going down. She's being short with you. She just doesn't want to be around you. Men, the same thing. If you're not going to want to be around a woman if you're not getting that peace. You got to stay away. But if it's just like sex or something like that and everything else is good, you might not be able to tell. Unless not with the energy, females are naturally nosy, so they'll probably be digging in your phone, sometimes checking your undergarments or whatever it is that they do to snoop, going in your credit card statements, opening up your electronic devices and seeing whatever they can get their hands on. But it's a lot easier to find out if women are cheating, if you were to ask me.
Hank in the basement.
You said BJ, all right?
Yeah, I say you, my fault, man.
Okay, no problem. Well, I guess it depends on the woman. If your woman is the one who love to talk and have a conversation with you, all of a sudden the conversation starts to a little to none. I think that's a very vital sign right there. She's emotionally withdrawn. Is another way you know that your person's cheating on you. Like you said, like Trevor said, a lack of intimacy. Those are another good warning signs. Staying out late. All of a sudden she's working overtime. Normally she wouldn't dare work any overtime or stay late at the office or whatever the case may be. All of a sudden she's doing that. maybe hanging out with her girlfriends more often, or using them for an excuse or a reason, you know, to kind of get away, whatever the case may be. Maybe another one would be more girls trips than she usually goes on. So to me, those are all signs that, you know, yeah, the old lady's stepping out and get some stray dick.
All right, go ahead, Sean.
And I think, of course, once again, they said some great things. The things that scare me is, just being honest, having been on the other end, you know, being the guy that was, you know, dealing with somebody's chick, you know what I'm saying, knowing how good some of these chicks are, knowing how long they can hide it, knowing how long they can be getting healthy doses of side nigga dick and be acting like everything is great at home. I think that's really scary, knowing that at some point, you know, we each have a girl, and a lot of us have dealt with somebody, you know, somebody else's girl, knowing that, you know, you can't assume that, you know, the chicks you were dealing with were just good at it. At some point, you have to entertain the thought that maybe your chick can be good at it too. You know what I'm saying? What's nice comes twice. Another wise man once said. His name is Benny Blanco from the Wild Hunters. But yeah, I think the other thing that a person can make you feel optional. They can make it feel like they're almost doing you a favor by being there. And I think sometimes that's a telltale sign that I've seen in the past. It almost feels like they have one foot out the door at all times, like they're doing you a favor. And so yeah, it's a scary thing if you really care about it. Thank God I don't give a shit.
Nice. Go ahead, Trigger.
So I'm gonna actually disagree with Sean. Not an actual disagreement, because what I think is happening, because I'm developing a hypothesis about human interaction, and it's the same as Newton's third law of motion, right? So for every action, there's an equal but opposite reaction. So look at it as if you're cheating on your girl, which most of us have done, you know, before we were married or whatever. We did not give two shits about a woman's feelings. We didn't care that we did it. We just care we got caught. And ladies, if you really want to understand, that's really how we feel about it. If you're not married, you're single, fuck you getting in my face for cheating. Okay. So I would say, as a dude, hindsight is always 20/20. I think most married men that'll probably leave their wife or the relationship deteriorated because she cheated, they will go back and be like, damn, I could probably see now where that started because of the way she was. What it is that women have built-in excuses to deny sex, right? They can blame it on natural causes, natural occurrences, pH imbalances, yeast infection. They have all this type of stuff to just make a man go, yuck, I don't want no parts of that, right? They can just delay, and more delay, right? It's not the same for us. If we delay, they know we smashing somebody else, right? So, you know, that's what I will say for most men that I've known have dealt with that. Hindsight is 20/20. It's just that women are better liars. They're absolutely better liars. They can hide it better because men make far better side pieces than women do. We not saying that. We not calling that dude phone, right? So yeah, I'll just say it like that.